Good morning, guys. It's Chris from DaxTrader.co.uk. It's Wednesday, the 25th of October 2017, and this is the Dax Technical Analysis wrap-up video, or summary video. So we've just completed the webinar, and we have been looking at a couple of different things. We looked at tidying up some charts, looking at different patterns of price action to try and find out where you get points of ignition and how to trade them when price comes back to test them. We were looking at major swings and how to work out reward to risk ratios for swing buys and sells, but also fade buys and sells, and what to look out for specifically for those. But today we're just going to do a summary of the outlook for today. If you want to come and join the webinars during the morning, we look through lots of different technical tools and ideas and setups, lots of different markets as well. To get access to the daily webinar, check out the links in the description below. Get access to the Telegram broadcast channel, which is free, and the links will get sent out there every morning. They're normally 8:30 UK time. All right, before we get started, trading financial markets is risky, involves the risk of losing our invested money. Webinars are provided for educational purposes only. No investment advice is provided. If you decide to enter a trade off the back of any webinars or videos, please do so entirely at your own risk. Okay, levels. The value area low for yesterday, 13 and 7. The POC, 13.16. And the value area high, 13 and 31. Most interesting thing to spot at the moment is that we've created this double distribution on the day where the low volume node is pretty much exactly the value area from yesterday. So it's almost acted as a repellent, and price is unable to hold above the value area high, as we've found out today already. We've created this move. We've attempted to pop our head above water, and we've been slapped back down by the sellers. This shaded area up here is where sellers are situated, and we are struggling as buyers to take them out. Had some trades that were entered this morning, which were entered around about this kind of point of ignition, and it looks like at the moment they're going to get taken out of break even. So the market is becoming incredibly frustrating at the moment, and I'm probably going to walk away from it for a bit of today and look at other markets. So we have got a coiling up, and on the hourly chart it's best to see it, and I might just duplicate this and clear it all up. Here it is. Let's just get rid of all these lines. And so yeah, you can pretty clearly see on the hourly chart that you've got that sort of pattern forming there. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get a break of any kind of significance. So, for example, if we pop below that, does it mean we're ready to sell? No. If we pop below it, does it mean that we're ready to buy? No. And the reason for that is because we'll still be held within the wider trend-defining levels of that high there and that low there. So it's not really until we break below or above those that there's anything significant. Price can continue to break out of that triangle and just chop you up if you think that it's a breakout. It's not until we take out those levels that it's confirmed, in my opinion. So watch out for those. Let's just get rid of this. Now, we then looked at a couple of the different charts in the book with the idea, really, of just finding out, remove, yes, that's probably why. An idea of finding out what's available. So at the moment, if we look on the daily chart, this is the major fork that's running at the moment. So for me, until the trend-defining low of 909 is broken, I'm still happy to remain bullish based on the fact that the major swing fork is trending higher. So that means if I'm looking to buy, it's a swing buy. And if I'm looking to sell, it's a fade short. If I'm buying, it's 3-to-1 minimum that I need. If it's fade, I'm looking for 4-to-1 minimum. So we looked at a couple of setups. Let's see if I can find them. These are the swing setups, or these are the setups to buy at least. And we've got a couple of different zones. 980 is the first one, which is the daily S1. We opened below the daily pivot today, so that's the first area that will be interesting. Below that, very close to it, is this lower median line parallel of this fork, which is based on a 60-minute chart from the recent minor swings. And the 940 to 960 is the original point of ignition from this low. Okay, so price rejected at 909 after it bounced from the trend-defining low, found a little bit of resistance, coiled, and then had this kind of zoom up. And that's the original area that is still a potential pocket to test that could be interesting. So I may park an order in there. And if we did so, swing underneath the, stop underneath the trend-defining level, and we can easily get 3-to-1. and still be underneath the trend defining high. So it doesn't necessarily need to break out to confirm a new high to be able to get that that ratio. All right. As for the selling side, try and remind myself where I put that. Up here. Now, the reason I use this chart as an example is because we had this fork from the ABC, which has been broken, and quite a nice bit of price action when you read through the bars there. Some tests and respecting of certain levels. So I still like the fork. But we have since, cutting a long story short, broken through the low median line parallel and then broken through the warning line, which we're now tested to get back inside, been rejected from that, been pressed by this press line. And yeah, see you later. We're off now, which is, you know, a little bit disappointing that buyers are just unable to hold this. The DAX is pitter at the moment, for those who know what that means. A real pitter. Okay, so the fade opportunities are going to be these. So you've got 13 and 95, which is the all-time high fade. There's a pocket there which could dump if it does get anywhere near that. 13 and 70 was a pocket of significance because it was this previous high here, around about the median line of that fork. And the 1355 is the daily R1, which is roughly where we fell just short of today. But that press line is also another area. I'm not interested in swing selling the market because we're still in a bullish trend, in my opinion. It's not until we break through the trend defining level and then test it from the underside, test that zone from the underside, that I'm interested in swing short. Need some strength to break through that trend defining level though, in my opinion. And that'll be the area where I'd look to swing short if it does happen. All right, guys. So that's a good summary of what we ran through. Hopefully that all makes sense. Like I said before, go and check out the Telegram channel to get the links for the webinar to come and join those daily. I'm not going to be holding one tomorrow, but one of the guys who contributes in the channel will be. So I believe. So that'll be 8:30. And I'll be back again on Friday. And yeah, look forward to seeing some of you guys. Send me a message on Telegram at DaxTrader is my handle. But send us a message on the website, DaxTrader.co.uk, if you want to get in touch as well. Hope you have a great trading day, and we'll be back again later. Take care.